coming off last night's when you did say there were some things you did want to see cleaned up, and now you're going to be taking on Dallas on Sunday. How do you kind of take it to that next level?
Well, we're playing really good hockey teams. We're playing a powerhouse tomorrow, so there's a stretch. Our last game, I think we gave them too much. Obviously, Lanks was really good for us. You can't afford to do those same mistakes against Dallas. Got to close quicker. I thought we got a little out of sorts on who's taking certain man in certain situations. So I thought today we worked on that stuff. Hopefully it transpires for tomorrow.
I wanted to ask you about Mancini, his second game with the team, first at home. A big hit from him last night as well. What did you see from him last night?
Yeah, it's like Junior. It's like Willander. If ever he comes up, there's a lot to like about these young guys. They're mobile. They got good shots. They're aggressive and they're thinking, and that's what we want to teach. And I thought Mance was good. I thought there's some stuff like Footy and Gaunch are going to get on these guys about certain parts of the D they need to do, gapping up and things like that. But that's part of a young defenseman's process is that stuff. But we were really happy with them.
Look, you got a team, like you mentioned, Dallas coming in, powerhouse team, coming off of 2 wins at home. How much of a challenge is this for this group to kind of keep that going against that team?
Well, you have to play 60 minutes against these teams. The success we had there, last month when we beat Toronto, I think was a 3-0. Played a fairly 60-minute game. Anaheim, I would say, was a 60-minute game, give or take a couple of moments. You cannot let your foot off the gas. Even when you're up a goal, you got to bear down on your chances. We don't score a lot, but we're starting to get more looks. Now we got to start hitting the net and attack the interior. So some of the things working, but now we got to execute at the end and score some goals.
How do you guys, as a group, just feel about getting that challenge? I mean, you get a team like that going in here. I'm sure the group has to get up for that, even though it's not a Saturday night, it's a Sunday night. But getting up for that kind of team, what do you think it does for the group?
Well, I think, listen, you're into March now. This is, you got to be up for every game. Doesn't matter who you play. Now, obviously, Dallas is a really good hockey team. They're very well coached. Obviously, getting Rantanen is going to give them another star player. So this is where you need 21 guys playing. We can't come in here having 12 guys only play. We need everybody, all hands on deck.
From a coaching perspective, when you look at a team like Dallas, is it their top end that scares you, or is it just the depth and the balance now that they've got through their lineup?
Yeah, I think the balance is something that they're very good at. Their fourth line can score, their 5-6 defense can score. But listen, you give Rantanen a couple looks, he's going to put it in. So we got to limit their looks. Obviously, they're going to get them, but we have to limit their looks and play tight D. But also, good defense is having the puck on your stick. We just can't be happy of just throwing a puck away or getting the puck out. We want to attack, but just have to be more calculated.
Walk us through your goaltending today. Where was Lankinen? And is Silov's down in Abbotsford to get a start tonight?
So Seals will start tonight. The thinking with Lanks is I talked to him after the game. Obviously he was going to go on the ice either today or tomorrow. We felt give him today and he'll go on the ice in the morning. He's like that. He sees the puck better. I'm not saying he can't practice it and take tomorrow off, but we feel, and that's why I like talking to the goalies about it. And his preference was to do this, and so you give the starter his preference.
What do you think it's like to be a practice goalie at the NHL level, getting thrown in?
Actually, the guy we had last year, they're here early and they're stretching. It's not like beer league where they're showing up as the Zambonis going on. These guys they're into it. They're in the meals, and we want them to be part of the team. But it's fun for them, but it's also it kind of loosens the practice up too.
We talked yesterday just to the players, and a lot of them brought up the crowd. Sherwood mentioned hearing his name chanted, and Connor hearing it, Petey as well. What do you think it's like to have that boost for these players right now? I know you hear it from the bench as well, but the players having their name chanted in Rogers Arena, it has to fire them up.
Well, you want to give the crowd something to cheer about, whether it's a good defensive play or a great goal or an effort. I think with a crowd, if you give effort, they'll be on your side. I think, so as a player, I just know from experience, just playing in some great cities, Philly and all these cities, and I just being here in Vancouver a couple of years, if you give effort, they'll be on your side. If you don't, then you're going to hear about it. So I think that's something motivation when you go into a game. So yeah. I mean, it's great for guys to hear their name for sure.
Second period power play last night. You guys didn't score, but you were buzzing. You were moving it around. Garland had the 2 chances at the back door. I think Besser had a really good look in the middle as well. How much do you think that is a direct reflection of Petey's one-timer opening up other looks?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Petey's the key to us for our power play. And when he's moving or he's shooting the puck like that, I think it gives everybody confidence. And not just to put it all on him, but I think when he gets it, he knows what he's going to do with it before. He's not catching it and then looking around. He's knowing like 2 seconds before, if I get this puck, you know, their coverage is low. They're not on me. I'm going to take 2 steps, I'm going to rip it. Or if the guy's in my face, I got to move my feet around the pressure and then give it to somebody, a Besser or a Jake DeBrusk. That's the key. And those are, you know, that we've talked to Pete the last 3 days, and he's really still on the ice now. Is he's working on those reps. That's the only way you can really get that pressure that you want in a game.
And everybody's buzzing about the one-timer, and it was great to see. But what about the puck movement to set it up? You went to Besser in the interior, out to Hronek. Like Matt Boldy got spun around and drawn out of position. Like from a coaching perspective, like how much do you appreciate the puck movement to set up that look? And
that's the key, right? And it's okay to learn from the best. If you look at Nikita Kucherov, he knows what he's doing. He knows he's going to get the puck back in that situation, in the Alapidi, right? He did a couple of things first, knowing when it comes to me, I'm going to get that one-timer. So, but you know, like I said, working on practice, Yogi does a hell of a presentation on that sort of stuff. So take the information and apply it.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
We are happy.
Well, second time. Can you please? I know. I see. Oh, scores.
What is your favorite hockey team?
Quinn Hughes.
Quinn Hughes is your favorite hockey team? Win this game, not lose the game.
Thanks for taking the time to come and sit down and chat with me today.
Generational talent.
Thanks for liking the video and subscribing.